Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, lived a beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters, who were always mean to her. Cinderella's stepmother made her work all day long, cleaning the house and doing chores. Her stepsisters never helped her and always made fun of her. Cinderella felt sad and alone most of the time. One day, the king announced a grand ball in the palace, and all the maidens of the kingdom were invited. Cinderella's stepsisters were excited and could hardly wait. But Cinderella felt sad because she knew she wouldn't be allowed to go. On the day of the ball, Cinderella watched sadly as her stepsisters left for the palace. She went to her room and began to cry. Suddenly, she heard a gentle voice behind her. "Hello, dear," said an old lady. "Why are you crying?" Cinderella told the old lady about the ball and how she wasn't allowed to go. The old lady smiled and said, "Don't worry, dear. I am your fairy godmother, and I can help you." With a flick of her wand, the fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a beautiful carriage, mice into horses, and a rat into a coachman. She also conjured up a ball gown, glass slippers, and a necklace for Cinderella. "Thank you so much," said Cinderella as she climbed into the carriage. "Just remember, dear," said the fairy godmother. "You must be back before midnight, or the magic will wear off." Cinderella arrived at the palace, and everyone was amazed by her beauty. The prince was especially taken with her and asked her to dance. They danced and talked, and Cinderella felt as if she was in a dream. But then she heard the clock strike 12. Frightened, she ran from the palace, leaving behind a single glass slipper. The next day, the prince went from house to house, asking every maiden to try on the glass slipper. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried on the slipper but it was too small. Then Cinderella tried it on, and it fit her perfectly. The prince was overjoyed and asked Cinderella to marry him. She said yes, and they had a grand wedding. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were stunned and could hardly believe it was really happening. But Cinderella forgave them and invited them to stay with her in the palace. From that day on, Cinderella lived happily ever after with her prince, surrounded by love and happiness. She knew that anything was possible with the help of a fairy godmother and a little bit of magic. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, do not forget to subscribe and like. This makes us very happy, and leave a comment if you like, or share the video with your friends.